Also developing right now, a back and forth on Twitter. Governor Moore claiming utility bills spiking in Maryland isn't because of the state. Instead, he blames the companies that run them. Republicans have pushed back, saying policies in Annapolis are to blame.
Joining us now is Maryland Delegate Matt Morgan, weighing in on the governor's statements. Thank you so much, Delegate Morgan, for joining us. You have claimed it's Democratic policies at fault for rising rates. Why do you believe that, and do you think BGE bears any responsibility in this?
Well, BG&E might bear some responsibility, but what we're facing in Maryland is a lack of supply of power. We've had over 16 power plants close in the last 15 years. It's the Democrats' plan out of Annapolis, the Climate Solution Act now, that's really pushing Maryland to 100% renewable power grid by the year 2035. Look, we can't get companies to invest in our state. When you have these big companies that come in and want to build like a gas-fired power plant, they're looking at a 20, 30-year investment. And right now, the state of Maryland in the General Assembly, we can't guarantee they'd be in business next year, much less 30 years from now.
Yeah, interesting. Delegate Morgan, so going forward, how do you feel you and your colleagues should tackle this issue to bring down rates for residents? And I do want to ask you, is it the legislature's job to bring down the rates of BGE bills or Pepco, whoever it is, for residents? It's a weird agency because it's kind of quasi-public-private. Is that the legislature's job even?
Well, look, I think the legislature has a big role in playing on the problems the legislature has created. Look, the legislature has created this supply problem. It should be part of the solution for solving it. And to me, we've put out a 4-point plan. We want to convert existing power plants that are sitting there idle, not doing anything, over to natural gas, and we want to go all in on nuclear, because ultimately that is the solution, to increase supply. But with that being said, I want every one of your viewers to look at their electric bill. There's a spot on your electric bill called the Empower Fee program. That program is it was revamped a couple years ago. It is a gas reduction program only, meaning that you pay in and then that money's handed out to other people to switch over to heat pumps or some type of high efficiency electric furnace that were on gas. That program should go away at this point, or at least be put on like a 3-year pause. On my personal bill last month, that would have saved me $34.55. Can you imagine what a grocery store pays in just their Empower fee per month? And this is propagating across the entire consumer spectrum. This program should go away, or at least been put on ice for the next 2-3 years, so ratepayers can get that money back in their pocket. It makes no sense at all, from my point of view, that while we're having supply challenges with electric, that we have a program set up to connect more people onto the grid. That doesn't make any sense.
Will there be legislation proposed to suspend that very program you're talking about in the next upcoming
the Maryland
session?
Freedom Caucus has that legislation, and we'll be going forward with it this year. And look, if Democrats would like to take this legislation, if they'd like to co-sponsor our bill, we'd be happy to work with anyone just to make sure the rates go down. Because look, it just doesn't make a lot of sense what some of the policies that are coming out of Annapolis in the last 5 or 6 years, and they've really put us in this position.
All right, Maryland Delegate Matt Morgan, thanks so much for speaking with us on this topic today. We appreciate it.
Thank you so much for having me. Have a great day.